Are you just gonna continue to make weird sounds as you disguised as you clearing your throat? Alrighty then. You. Anyways, welcome back to Blender. I forgot what we were doing. I think we're at the point where we have this, and I want to add some like easing, because this is all linear motion right now. Let's add some linear motion to this. I do not know how. I know this is the thing where you can have like multiple windows open. As much as people shit on Meta, especially with the shit they recently... Did you see the shit they recently announced, like, today? Fucking post-mortem AI posts on your profile. So, like, you die, and then an AI continues posting as you. That should be illegal. For a multitude of reasons. But one thing Meta had when they changed the name Metaverse, fucking VR. Like for shit like this, it would be it was a great idea. In general, no. You don't really need more than one screen for like a lot of shit people do in an office. But for shit like this, and like some other things, VR would be a great thing. Like honestly, if I could, I'd do a VR just stream. Just I put on the headset. I still have a monitor, just like in the VR space, but then I just have extra monitors, and then like it's still like I'm sitting in front of a table, not like actually playing VR. Anyway, how the hell do I get to like the what am I looking at? Gizmo. Oh, that Gizmo. Overlays. I do not know what I'm looking at. Alright, to the internet, because I need the internet for this, because I need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Graph edit, they call it a graph in Blender. How the fuck do I get to it? You know how Google will autofill shit? Like, oh, you looked for this. Were you thinking of this question? Like, why is Blender shutting down? And it's like, oh, you mean crashing? Oh, what? How do I open this? Well, that's object mode. Ah, I think it's somewhere in here. Properties, files. There's so much shit you can do with Blender. You can animate. You can video edit in Blender technically, unless they remove that. You can do it in an old version of Blender. Graph editor? Hey, I think this is it. Yeah, because it's moving that, so I assume this is it. So this. That's 0, that's all of it. How do I... No, do not touch that. Select... Lasso select? Oh, wait. Euler rotation. Oh, that moves. That's moving the frames. I think I can see the handles, but or not. Those are just oh, wait. Those are the keyframes, it looks like. That doesn't make sense. Huh. So this is what we're looking for technically, but it's is shift zoom in? No, that's vertical movement. Oh, just zoom is zoom. But this doesn't change across the thing. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, we have a handle. What'd that do, though? Oh, wait, that did not... If you look slightly, it tilts it. Yeah, you can especially tell down here. Okay. Okay. I don't want that. Put that back. So I grabbed the green, so I don't want green. But the other things don't have handles. What? It's doing this. Yeah, that's not at all what's supposed to happen. Normalize. What? Play curves and normalize range, -1 to 1 for easier. Channel. Oh, don't delete channels. Ah. Because I just want to... This is the area where I'm supposed to be. No active keyframe on. Oh, that's different. I think that's what I'm looking for. The issue is that... So how do I... Because I'm zooming the both axes. I don't want to zoom like that. Because I can't do anything with it like this. This is not... Well, it's one to -1 for... So, yeah, it's the blue line. Because if I... do something like that, it's going to do wonky shit when I hit play. See, it kind of goes backwards. So yeah, that's not what I want at all. What the hell? How does it go? How do I change? Because I can zoom, but I want to zoom only one axis. Because I want this to be... Because if I do this, where it's... Where the whole animation takes the left and right, it is so small on the vertical. Or it's so large on the vertical, and show hidden, show selected, snapping. Let me look at a video or two here, because I very much can't, because I want both. I can't edit with this small of a view, and I don't know how to actually fix this, because this feels wrong, and that's not much better. That's like the absolute values of the rotation, which fine, doesn't fix my problem though. Because I need the frames, the left and right frames, I need to have a better view of the frame. So yeah, let's go to a video. This guy's wearing a spinning hat. Scrubbing this video looking... Oh, he has the graph editor on the bottom. Graph editor. But can I adjust these numbers or something, man? Yeah, middle mouse. Yeah. Yes. Control middle mouse button. So if I do this... Oh, that is exactly what I need. Thank you, random internet citizen. I'm giving you a like on this. Thank you. Alright, I can close out those. I'll just leave the Blender website open. Why not? Alright. Okay, so this is a lot better. I can actually see what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is just adjust, because I want... something a bit more... Well, I leave the second half the same so we have a point of reference. The issue is, can I... You know, maybe I shouldn't have... Okay. Okay, I see how that works with the numbers on the side. So, value 90. So I can just drag this out, Set this one to 270. Set this one back to 90. And how's that look? You can tell it's definitely faster. It's kind of what I'm going for. Kind of just doing this by feel. Also do something more like this. It's more of a quick flip. I'll try to remember the values of the default handles, which is like 10-ish and then 30-ish. More like 20-ish. Because those are two different things. This one's 10. This one's 20. Well, if I set them both to like 15. How's that look? I feel like that kind of gives me more of what I'm looking for. So wait, what's the... Wait a minute, what? 60 is at 30. So there should be 29 frames on each side of this. The math isn't mathing here. Maybe because it's just not. Because we just did this one down by like 5, this one up by 5, but if I do that, these are going... Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the different numbers again. Yeah, that's why I'm looking at the wrong numbers. So set that one to 45, set this one to 45, because it's the left handle and the right handle, which will do different things based on all of it. So let's hit play again. Oh, that is kind of what I'm looking for. Because it spins, it holds. Oh, it holds. Hold on. I'm trying to... Because there's a technical issue here. This is 2 frames long. What would you count this? Granted, again, this doesn't need to be perfect. I think I got what I want out of this. But I do want it to kind of pause so you can tell, oh, there is 2 different sides to this thing. Okay. So I think we got that. I do not know how to close a window in Blender. I don't think, yeah, I can't just compress it into nothing. Header, show menus, flip buttons, move area. Oh, close area. There we go. Alright. So we have the animation. Lower this a bit. Also going to pause it. So now the, so add two things I'm going to need to add. Light, spotlight, more or less how I want it, yep. GZ. Another thing we might have to do is the floor, because I don't know how this works. Another thing is a camera. Add camera. And I do not know how the camera works. What I want is basically the ontological view. I believe that's what this is called. I'm pointing at this, and then I need the spotlight on the floor. So let's go back to the internet. Blender lighting tutorial. Oh, hey, a 6 minutes. two videos. Lighting for beginners. Master lighting in Blender in under 6 minutes. The one for beginners, 44 minutes. I just need a simple spotlight. Let's try the 6-minute video one. Where are these options? Move that up some more. Here's the thing, if I turn on the render, there's no light here. Scene, no, what? Where the fuck do I go to edit this? Looks like he's just under properties for the light, but... Units, metric... Gravity, simulation, audio, what? Light probes, no. Animation... Custom properties, I have no idea. No idea what that is. Let's because this guy's talking more about an overview rather than a spotlight tutorial. Let's try that. Let's see here. Oh. There we go. There you go. This. Hey. Is it working? I can't tell. Doesn't look like anything's changing. Maybe it is. What if I set it to 0? Okay, now it's working. Well, that's the blend. I do want a narrower angle on this. Yeah, something like that, really. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Don't want much for a blend. I think I do need a floor to go with the background, technically. So let me go get a floor. The fact that the first option is not Wikipedia when you look up images. Oh, that's probably why there's no just blank white image from Wikipedia. It's all things that are white rather than just a white box. That makes sense. That has a blue line on the left. That or that's my monitor. Yep, no, that is a legitimate blue line on the left. Ah, that's the menu. Got it. That is texture to it. What the hell? Oh, that's because it's a wallpaper. You know what? I think this works. Editing materials, JPEGs, 1x. I'll just save that there. Let's go into the folder. And type in flashbang. Oh, I see what's happened. Try that again a different way. I'm gonna set all this to 0. It lets me. There we go. Huh, even this actually isn't just white. There's a lot of... That's odd. Alright, we are going to just open GIMP. Because apparently not... there's some weird artifacts in there. Close. File. File new. Fine, I do not care about the size. Bucket was on erase mode. There we go. File. Export. Let's call it white. Will you stop that? Stop trying. Like brings down a weird ass drop down menu that doesn't need to be there. Where is it? Where's 1x? There it is. Export. Export. Alright, that should just be just a plain white image. Now I gotta go find it in the folders. JPEGs. 1x. Working on it. Set all this to 0. Oops. There we go. That's better. The issue is that it's... This is the rendered preview. Not really given the effect that I want. The exposure's also off or something. There we go, that's kind of better, not really. I was gonna say, I'm gonna angle the camera away from the floor. Go back to this video. Shading. Yeah, well, that's something. What did he do again? We went to the shading. Use nodes. Hey. Gotta get this. I'm gonna set this back to 0. This was at like 10. How do I make the scene dark? Because I feel like the scene's just not dark right now. Make scene dark. Shading tab, world background color. Shading tab? World. Well, why isn't... Well, that made that... Because I want... Is there a video? Dark foggy scene. That's just a video titled YouTube. No, that's just Google being weird. Because what I'm trying to do is we have, it's hard to tell where's this. No, we have this. We have this. I want the floor to be dark. I want everything to be dark. But I want to have a floor that's white. So that when the spotlight shines on it, it illuminates the floor immediately around it, but not the rest of the scene. So that when we're looking... May have to tilt. Well, I'll figure out the camera later. But when we're looking, like, you have the object, and then you have the circle of light around it, and then just blackness. The illusion of a floor. What I may have to do is, instead of using JPEGs, use actual, That's actually probably it. That I'm using JPEGs, and it's not... Okay. I'm pretty sure I just figured out my own... That's DaVinci. Why do I have DaVinci open? DaVinci opens when you start Windows, remember? Right. Yeah, so I think my issue... because I'm a bit of an idiot, is the fact that I'm using JPEGs instead of actual modeled items. So if we just... boop and boop. Alright. Let's get out of here. Alright, so... So, let's go in the modeling mode. Let's add a plane. Scale that plane. Just make it large. Object mode, edit mode. Extrude Z. Extrude Z. Extrude, oops. Z. Alright. I don't think I can... Yeah, no, because I don't have that selected. Alright. Then select all this. As you can see, it's dark, and if I forget where it was. Fuck. I've totally forgotten. I know if I go back in here... No, not sculpting. Shading. Here, yeah, the world. If I set this to black, go back to modeling, as you can see, the whole thing's black. Grid lines wouldn't be there, but okay. UV editing. Hit E. Wrap angle, base. I go to texture paint. color white, just pure white. Add. There we go. That's, I believe that technically is just pure white. We go back to the modeling area. So yeah, that's white enough. I think it's just Blender being Blender. And it goes black. Okay. So if we go back to the light. Here we go. Up the exposure a bit. Where are we in the animation? Yeah, that's why the center doesn't look quite right. I think something I could also do is move the spotlight so it's not directly downwards, because I feel like it being directly downwards is part of the problem I'm having with the light right now. Because you can't fully see. I'm glad this is a simple scene so I can just kind of fuck with shit. If I move the light along the X, rotate it back a bit. Actually, no, Control Z. See. So right now it's just centered, I believe. So GX, just move it ever so slightly forwards. I think that will light up the front better. Maybe. Not really. I hit W. I do not know what I just did. That's adjusting the power of it. Oh, wait, that actually looks rather nice. Okay. I think that ups the exposure. We'll move it a bit more along the X and rotate it. That gives me a bit more of a gimbal movement. I think that's basically what I'm looking for. A layout, rendered, deselect, ontological view, wrong way, thank you. Forgot to hold shift. That's just the camera down there. Alright, alright. We're getting there. We're doing it. Now I just need to figure out the camera. So, camera. No idea how this shit works. Focal length? That's like an actual camera bullshit. I don't know how any of that works. Okay, I can close that, I can close that. Blender. How to use camera. I'm looking for recent shit because Blender updates and like makes major changes, so you don't really want to oh wait, how to set camera to current view? Is that what I'm thinking it is? Probably not, knowing my luck. Because if I can just adjust my cool. Okay. Alright. I think I get it, more or less. So Control Alt numpad 0. Alright. Hey. I'm just pressing the numpad buttons. I think that just moves me to the camera. Yeah, that moves me to the camera. So this is more or less what the camera is going to see. I have no idea what adjusting the scale does. That's left, right. We don't really need that changed. Change that to 90. That's more spot on. And this can be 0. So that our only rotation is along the up and down. I think adjusting with this will be a whole lot easier. So adjust the Y, so that should be centered. So now all we have is the back and forth and vertical. So I can just slowly adjust this. I wonder. Ooh, that may be more what I'm looking for. No, don't do that. I can have the animation play as we go through this. One difference is going to be that there aren't going to be these lines here, or that dot, this cursor thing at the very center, so that'd be nice. Honestly, this is more or less what I've had envisioned in my mind. This gem, kinda hard to tell what it is, but I think that's just because it's black and dark green, so it's going to always be hard to tell in a dark scene like this. You also can't really tell what that one is either. That's the gray and brown one, so I could adjust the what is this view that I found myself in? It's like some type of... Is this normal? Okay, that's normal. Numpad 8 does weird things. That's like... Fuck. Do not know what's going on. See how that looks from the camera point of view. That's kinda screwed it a bit. Maybe that's because of the angle. The angle a bit wider. Could also just be because I'm animating it right now. Yeah, it's also part of it. I don't think there's a good way to light that without, because go here. Yeah, it's just what it is the contrast and the shadows in general, and because it's on the bottom side, you're not really going to be able to see it, period. But I will have this like exported for use elsewhere. Alright, so camera positioning. Am I able to adjust the angles here? Wrong angles. These ones. I don't think I need the X rotation. No, I do need the X rotation. At least just a little. Whoa. There, -1. Because that's now in line. Yeah. Just play this again. I believe the weird darkness is just because of how shit gets rendered, so I think let's go back to the camera. Oh, let's forwards move this out a bit. There we go. And I'm going to pause when it's so all the weird lines and shit will be gone, but this square is basically what's going to be rendered into a video or frames. Okay, the hover did not help on explaining what any of it is. Yeah, we're basically there. So go to rendering. And I do not know what the fuck I'm looking at anymore. Well, that's not good. Go back here. Oh, well, ad break soon. Render animation from camera. Blender 4.5, but I feel like doing this would be roughly the same, so we'll just have to see. Nice crackle. Alright, your music is... Yeah, I know that. Yeah, because you have a camera. Hold on. Render. Render animation. Stream may have chugged there. Where is this? I think it just lagged for me, so where's this saved? And it's break time. Ugh. Alright. Also, one thing I want to check. It's 2 frames. Okay, I was wondering when, okay. I have an idea. Image. Save image with another name and or setting. Save as... Oh, let's just be a PNG. I don't want a PNG. I want the, oh, you also can't see the, cancel. Alright, let's go back to the video I was watching. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where the temp folder. Lock interface. Oh. So, 1920 by 1080%, aspect 1:1. Render region, I don't know what that does. Frame rate, 30? We want 30. Technically we stream at 60, but that would make this a 1 second thing instead of, yeah, so that's fine. Browse. Technically the file's here. I would like it somewhere else. Fuck you, OneDrive. I'm gonna go with editing materials. Editing clips. Save it in editing clips. Accept. Media type video. Yeah. I do wonder, well, rendering errors. That's why people like to use frames. That was in a different video. Because it's saying, oh, don't render in... I'm gonna close the image editor. We can re-render. It says don't use the video format. Use like an image and do an image type, but we're fine with video because it's a really short animation. It's a really simple animation. Everything here is very simple. Very, very simple. There's so much you can do with Blender, dear God. People are so fucking talented, man. You have no idea. Interesting. There's a bunch of information I don't need, but it's still very interesting. Interesting. Hold on. Viewport render. Okay, okay. Interesting. I've killed my PC. Did the stream just die completely? Yes. Alright. I am going to try to switch that again to the GPU mode. Because that helped. That may... Oh, no. Still kind of dying? Oh, yeah, no. Completely. I think Eevee's fine. This is not a complex animation. I do not need to be oofing doing that. That's... Your guys' music is like way too fucking loud. Render animation. Yeah, because that's all I really need right there. It's kinda... I don't know why it's flashing like that, though. But... editing materials, editing clips. There it is. MKV. Let's watch it play. Because it doesn't loop, it's hard to tell that it... What's with the last bit? The hell? I think that's... I think that's something to do with Windows and not, like, the actual animation. Okay, we have the file. So... I think we're good. I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna close that. I'm going to file save. In case we need to come back to this and figure out fucking bullshit. I'm going to close Blender. Blender is closed. I'm going to open DaVinci. Because we do need... I do want text. And the easiest way to add text to this...
Oh, good for you!
Highlight.
Bitches love cannons.
Yes, cannons. Just call it, BRB. Create. Love you too. Edit tab. Oh, good. So let's plonk that in there. Yeah, change. Plonk this in here. That is tiny as fuck. We are zoomed way too far out. Here. There. There we are. So, 2-second animation. Just... Hell yes! Looks fine. Hold on. Deliver page. To the deliver page. Format. Huh. I thought you could export as GIF. AVI, Citron. Oh, there it is. Yep, we can export as GIF, so that's good. Alright. Edit. So, now all we need is some text. Because this should just... And then it loops, and theoretically. Alright. Effects. Favorites. Just get some text in here. I'm gonna need 2 text boxes. Break time, be right back. This has really come together. You still can't tell that this isn't just pure black, that there's supposed to be green in there, but with the quality of shit I tend to make, this is pretty nice. Alright, well. So, scroll up, GIF, animate GIF, timeline resolution, 30 frames per second, last frame delay. Advanced settings, probably a bunch of shit I don't need to deal with. BRB, browse, editing materials, editing clips. I'm gonna put it into the editing clips folder because that's also where I keep the outros. Add to render queue. And because this is so short, I should just be able to render it on stream. Boom. So that should be, yep, brb.gif. That's interesting. If I open it in GIMP, it's going to open it as layers. What if I open it in photos? Just once. That is perfect. That is perfect. So now we need to adjust, now we need to add that to OES, technically. I can do that now, I think. So if I go to the break screen, vertical sources, no, that's vertical scenes, this is vertical sources, okay. Don't I also have it, if I go to gameplay, I have it here. I also have this image here as like a default background. Technically I should add a default background to the DaVinci tab too. I think for shit like that, I don't want the an animated GIF here. I think I could edit this image to have it say, please stand by, shit's broken, please stand by. I could do that. We might do that. Because if you're seeing this, something has gone wrong. Because right now I'm in the scene for the gameplay. If I go to the right, this is the scene for League. I should add something here. And we go to the left. Why am I over here? Oh wait, no, this is the gameplay screen. The other one was Minecraft. But yeah, I think I'll leave this here, and I'll edit the image so that it says something different. But for this, where you can't see me right now, if I hit browse, editing materials, editing clips, brb.gif, open. Well, it's working. You can see it working, it's just not scaled correctly. It is also synced to the vertical, that's perfect. Because, hold on. Transition. Transform, there we go. Fit to screen, there we go. The only thing is I need to move the foobar. I believe it, oh, I didn't move the foobar, I adjusted the size of the foobar. Can I Control Z that? Oh, I can! I didn't know if you could or not. I'll put stream beats down here. Let's see here. Try to get this somewhat centered. I think it's technically impossible, yeah, because of how it's scaled. There we go. 663, 663. That's centered. Yeah, maybe a bit farther down. There we go. Now it just kind of scrapes across the top of some letters. There we go. Oh, it's not. Transform's not correct in the other screen. There we go. All right. We have a new BRB screen. Hell yeah. Let me get back on screen. Now what? Oh, hey. Oh, wait, that changed everything. That technically changed everything. Okay, because, yeah, those are the same. So how OBS works is you import an item into your sources and you give it a title. And that, it's basically just a file, more or less. So if you edit the file, every place calling to that file adjusts. So it's like you have a background image, but you edit the background image in Paint, then your background has changed because you edited it. That's what just happened. I changed it on the BRB screen, but because all the other screens point to the same place, it edited. I believe there is properties. Unload image when not showing. Does that include if it's completely covered? How big is this file and do I really care? This thing is 9 megabytes. Oh, I can share this on Discord. Yeah, I think we're fine. Especially after I got more RAM. So yeah. Ta-da! So I guess we don't even need to edit that image. I'm going to keep that image because I'd like to keep shit like that in case I need to use it. Like maybe I swap it out. Actually, no, I do like the idea of having shit fucked when So we will probably change that for all the different sources here, which wouldn't be hard. So what I am going to do then, so I don't need DaVinci open. We can close DaVinci. I'm going to go to this screen here. Yeah, this one's just black and I should add a background. I'm going to open GIMP again. GIMP. I can close out of just about everything here. Fuck. Close. There we go. Where did I have that? Was it in other? Yeah, it was in other. Alright, so, unfortunately, this image is just a, JPEG. It's not the, saved file format for GIMP. If it was the saved file format for GIMP, I could edit the layers, but because I can't. Well, that worked out. Well, that worked out. I can still see it. Maximize. That's what I thought would happen. Okay, I can't see it, and it's not extruding into the other space. Kind of extruded there. There we go. I might just draw over those. At least the O's went away. Draw over these like this. Alright. Now we're back. Now we just have the plaques with the things and the stuff. At least this means we'll be able to move on to editing the other things. Still gonna try to get Persona done off stream, so I don't have to fucking do it on stream. Alright, text. We can make it black. Nope, that was not the right thing. Question is, what do I want to put in here? If you're seeing this, something has gone wrong. It may be too long, but... OBS, please work. OBS has an oops, or the game has crashed. Do think I want to go to just Times New Roman. And also, is there bold? Why does it go Times New Roman, bold, bold? Oh wait, it's alphabetical. OBS has had an oops. Try to get this like centered a bit better. Or the game has crashed. It's because I have more words here that it looks worse. But it works. Alright. File. Overwrite brb.png. Because that is no longer our break screen. Technically, I should have called it something else. Or if I can Control Z back to the original and just make a copy. I probably can. There you go. File, I'm gonna have a... just call it backup. Save it in here. Export. Export. There we go. Alright. So now let's go through all the scenes and add a image. Oh, we're already in this. I was like, are you gonna change scenes? No, you're already in the scene. So add image. Like, what's the file size for this thing? Of the kilobytes. Yeah, that's a lot different. Image. The caps lock is still on, but I'm gonna browse. Oh wait, no, that's in editing clips. Because I am in JPEGs. Other. Let's back up. There we go. Open. Fit to screen, and it is unfortunately at the top. It makes sense to put it at the top, because that's where you're most likely to see shit. Alright. OBS has had an oops or the game has crashed. That's a good reuse of that. So then we have the outro screen. We have the intro screen, which maybe one day I could do a Blender animation for this too. But oh god, that idea just makes my skin crawl a bit, because that's like a major undertaking. It's a lot more complicated. Because, oh, you can't see my mouse, but like, everything up here, all this light gray and dark gray, those are supposed to be seats. Those are seats. This is stadium seating. These are also supposed to be seats. Everything you see with a fucking image on it. This is also supposed to be a seat. But it's like, I'm shit at art, so. And then we have our BRB screen. We have our new BRB screen. It spins. It's nice. I like it. Alright. Gameplay. The shit's broken. That's fine, though, because I'm going to delete this, because yeah. Now that should have just, if we go back, yeah, we're good, alright. So, game screen, so now if we add image, add existing crash screen, transform, fit to screen, drag it all the way down to the bottom, so I can actually get it to the bottom. Where'd it go? Is it in the base audio? It's in the base audio. Please get out of the base audio. That's where the audio lives. All right, so that's there. OBS has had an oops or the game has crashed. I love it. I just all right, let's go to, I think this one's Minecraft. Yeah, MC Cap, so this is Minecraft. I wish I could change the source, like just replace this outright. Anyways, delete, yes. Delete that. New image, add existing crash screen, okay. That's all the way at the top. Put it under the capture. Transform. Fit to screen. Perfect. Perfect. League? Because technically with League, we don't really need a failure screen. At least for now. In 2027, when League changes everything, shit's going to be wibbly wonky fucky wucky. I do have a free dial, so I could change it. I'll have to see how League goes. But for right now, with League, it's this works because we'll have the client in the black space above me, and then if it doesn't capture anything, well, the black space is empty, and then well, I do need something like down here, more where my elbows. At least the fingers work. It's just weird trying to. When in doubt, use your thumbs. But yeah, I should put something in here. I just don't know what. I have that all the way over there, but I can't point. There has to be a way to do like a sliding screen screenshot or something. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, because I might as well rant since there's nothing else left to do for the stream since we finished our thing. I'll probably load up the League art we were working on last and just work on that for the rest of the stream. But with League getting rid of the client and just converting it into like a standard video game, it's going to be weird. Because now I don't, because then I won't have, because how this works right now is that the client goes in the black space, and when League itself loads, it's on the top layer of everything, so it covers everything. So that I don't have to worry about switching scenes between the two. But if it changes into just standard video game like Fortnite or Rainbow Six Siege, CS:GO, like the list goes on, where you just have a lobby and you just go from the lobby to the game. There's like no launcher. Like the client is just a launcher really for League. That's all it is. If there's none of that, then it has to live on a single plane of the sources stack. So then there are two ways of fixing that problem if you only have one layer. One, a hotkey to disable the layers above it, so that would probably just be GIMP in this case. If I can point to it. GIMP in this case. Or you go to a whole new scene and then you just have everything there. I think the better option here for me would be just having a hotkey to disable GIMP. Because I do have a very free square on my Stream Deck. The thing is, I technically have 3 free squares, but 2 of them are danger squares. They should remain blank so long as they exist. So as long as the squares next to them exist, they should remain blank, so I don't accidentally fat finger the ones next to them. Because the 2 squares they're protecting are the start recording, so I have shit to edit, and the start streaming. Those both turn on and off everything. So if I fat finger them, I have problems. Less with the recording, more with the stream. I know whom and father when she dived down low. Soon may the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tongue is done, we'll take our leave and go. I was reading like Blue Sky, I think. Like, apparently the more professional VTubers use like old iPhones instead of like a webcam, because old iPhones have like LiDAR technology for like face unlock, and it was fucking amazing for tracking your face and shit. And then Apple nerfed it because of COVID. And because VTubing is still extremely niche, like even with the amount of VTubers you see and shit, and how big some of them are, it's still not like a marketable thing to like sell a webcam with LiDAR on it for facial tracking. Oh, that would be incredibly useful, not just for VTubing, but for like animating. Like, I'm pretty sure you could do that. Like, look at what fucking Russian Badger does. Alright, do I have anything else to rant about? I don't think so. Not off the top of my head, at least. We'll take our leave and go. May the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the talking is done, we'll take our leave and go. I love the Wellerman. It's one of the songs in my car. I actually use like a USB stick, because, yeah. Well, yeah. Let's go to this. OBS has had an oops, or the streamer is just brain dead. One or the other. Alright, close that. File, open. There's just a history of everything I've opened. Because I don't initially see... Yeah, I don't see it. So let's go into the editing drive. I know you can't see any of this. Editing materials, JPEGs, should be under League art. We have bounty done. Ah, castle. There we go. Here we are. Because I still have a lot of fucking... Because there are 4 images in... there are 4 images in the story. We got 1 done. So we have 3 more, including this one. So, and then I have, what is it? Like 1, 2, 3 other art pieces in my head. I'm not sure the order I want to do them in. But for right now, work on this. So they're at the castle. I forgot what our crew looks like. I'm gonna open there we go. This is our crew. So they're gonna be rather tiny down here. Gates have been blown open. I think what I should do, let's get the pencil out. Just go into pixel mode. We need like a porch, kinda. Or just like the entryway. Also need to figure out the bells and maybe something in the back. I think the background is just gonna be stars. This is like nighttime. Feeling maybe putting some trees or maybe a down tree over here and an upright tree over here. And then we have windows and I'm not sure what to put down here. Maybe like just a road. Or continue the pathway, just, I don't know. God damn it, OBS. There we go. OBS has a thing where if you select a source, it lights it up red. Not like full, like outlines it red in the thing, and it's like, oh god damn it. Be annoying. I've realized how big of a tree that would be. Let's use the curve tool here for this. Just one line with no anti-aliasing, please. Stroke. There we go. Not entirely symmetrical, is it? Granted, can it be? If I move the right side out. Oh, god damn it. If I do that. Ooh. If I hover this, does it give me a quick hotkey X? Sweet. Ugh. Alright. Make that a bit taller, and then just kind of do a bit of a jaggedness, I feel. There we go, that's like the base of a tree. I know the perspective is just fucked with everything I do in here, but yeah. That might be a better idea. Just kind of copy paste this, so that's like 4. There we go. And then have the tree falling this way-ish. Just scribble this out. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Alright. Our part here is getting this, like, diagonalified. That looks a bit more correct. Coloring will help. Looks so bad. I think partially just because it's has the that'd be more of a broken limb. They can just they just do not line up. Maybe just keep it simple, stupid. Interesting. That's weird. Oh, because it's like... Yeah, that's fine. Let's see here. Yeah, no matter how you do this, it doesn't match up because reasons. Oh, because those in line. No, that's why this doesn't work. Yeah, that wasn't working due to the fact that it wasn't actually aligned. And then what I'm thinking up here is have somebody actually have tried to clear the tree a bit. I just have a, not a log stack. I might put a log stack down here. I have just like the, pile of branches that are not logs. Just a pile of sticks. And coloring helps a lot with this. Granted, also knowing general art composition and other important things to actually doing art, like, because there are basics and shit like that. Shit, I don't know. I'm just kind of drawing shit on a piece of paper. Not even paper, digital paper. There we go. And just color that different shades of brown, crisscrossing the pattern. And just have a log stack here. Just a logamid. A logamid? A logamid. Oops. One too far. Thing is, if I do like that, because this does not allow for, So what I technically want then is something like this. That will allow me to have an actual center that I can make a pyramid out of. Also allows me to have the outer log there, the edge of the log. So then we have the center, and just put hats on all these. And they really do kind of look nestled in there. Doesn't need to go all the way to the top. I think this would be a good stopping layer. I don't know why I just did that. There we go, and we just make them logs, turn just make this all different shades of brown, and it'll make sense. Alright, but now we have the left side. There's some dead space here, and we also have the top. I think we can do the sky fairly easily once we get to the coloring. Just make it like a really dark blue, and then just grab white and speckle clouds, stars all over the place. Maybe add the moon. The moon, add 2 moons. 2 moons? I feel like something needs to go over here. How well can I do a skull? Maybe like a large skull. Ooh, a large skull with horns, because this is supposed to be a demon outpost, technically. It's supposed to be infested with demons. That's why it's fucking $4 signs. I'm gonna use the curves to kind of help me here. I'm gonna skip the bottom for right now. That looks very, horn-shaped. Whether or not that actually translates, kinda, if I fix it up a bit. Alright. Doesn't work, it's not wide enough, but given the Tom Cruise teeth. There we go. And you just paint it white. It's like a head with some horns. Be gray. Alright. Yep, break time. Look at the new BRB screen. That's not the... Oops. My fault. Alright. Back to this. Mildly distracted by my phone. Alright. So I'm thinking, broken headstone. Add some standard squiggly writing on it. You see, I'm the only one home right now, so there is now a dog in my room. Hi. Yeah, you're a good girl. Alright. Good, you didn't pee. The dog has a problem with peeing when you pet them. Like, she gets far too excited. Alright, what to put over here? I honestly don't know what to put over there. Right. It's like, why is this like this? Because that's how I do things. Okay. I still don't know what to put over here on the left. I may just work on the door. I have some steps. Big ass door, and we're going to put a person in there. That's... Let's look at the original. So, like, yeah, we had the big bell tower windows, and then like windows on the floor. May turn on the fucking mirror modifier. So you can tell, I don't know why. Brain is brain. I think I should make these vertically symmetrical. There we go. Could be more of a traditional flat window. How far away from the door is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That works. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4. No. Start over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That could be the last window, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's at the edge of the house, who cares? It's down a hallway. Do I look like a fucking architect to you? One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably add more detail, especially in that blank space with more of a coloring. Not sure. I don't want another set of windows. Could lower the current set of windows. I kind of move Wait, move space up here to be too much. Probably add a bunch of something here with the coloring. I think that fits. Okay. Still need to figure out something to do on the left here. Pile of bones? A pile of bones would help. I still have this squarish area of just blank. How about fiery hole in the ground? There are supposed to be demons here. That feels too active. You have a disappeared fountain. A fountain. Is that the song I'm hearing? Yes. So I was hearing screaming. I was mildly concerned about what the fuck was potentially happening. I think that's supposed to be like nature bird sounds or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two, 3. 3, 1, 2, 1. Go. And to make it symmetrical. That works. Then maybe. That just looks like a fucking flower from Mario. Like, hello, I'm Flowey. That's Undertale. I'm still Flowey. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. And then, like, over here. Something like that. leave those open. So then let the coloring do the work. Granted, like, people who do this more professionally, you are supposed to let the coloring do more of the work, I believe. And people don't fucking do it this way. So I feel like I need something here. And just a giant piece of fucking metal. Maybe it came off the fucking top of the building, and that's why they're rounded. Or it's a sword, or something. I think because I have such a small area to work with here, the coloring will do the work for putting a person there. I feel like the coloring should also do the work when it comes to putting our little people here. Because they're going to be confined in roughly this area. Then I... There we go. Bit of a courtyard for them to stand in, kinda. Eh. There's just a widening of the road. Just a little tent. Like a little smoldering fire there or something. That's the Windows key. Big one sign. Basically a sign that says warning demons. Really another sign here. Maybe draw the I think putting another sign over here, but we'll use the we'll use color for that more. That's just our little adventures, which I think I'll just do in color. And this little corner over here. Merge down. Just merge. These don't need to be separate layers. Interesting. If you have it hidden, it won't merge into that layer. Makes sense. The idea to put a wolf down here kind of works. Those are just buried spots. Alright, looks like we got this kind of blocked out here, so let's get into the coloring. Make it simple with the sky. The heck? Or is that just my eyes playing tricks on me? That was just my eyes playing tricks on me, because that didn't make sense. So I thought for some reason it went across the bottom line here. Didn't. Let's go a bit darker. Oh, that's perfect. And then over to white. Oh wait, no, I think that Control Z a bunch of this. I got rid of the background. There we go. 'Cause I don't want that accidentally pasting over the outlines. Anyways, back to this. There we go. That's a nice night sky. Technically, that should be just a tad bit lighter. Yeah, that translates. It's just like a pile of something. Mostly bone, with a bit of flesh. Make this more of a bit of a weathered green. Maybe a bit more towards gray. There we go. Path should be like a yellowish. Hard to tell what I'm filling when it's all roughly the same color. Whatever it was, it's now covered in blood, so there's that. I do also need to figure out, like, grass. It's a sizzling campfire. There we go. There. Skull and crossbones. Really weird skull, but it works. There we go. Alright. So I have the house, the characters. What I'm going to do to help remind me. I need to add the characters there. I need the grass. I need the building. But we are going to save and call it a night. I'm glad we got the BRB screen done. Like, that just looks... It does... Wait a minute. Why is that switching sooner? That's not correct. Scene transitions. Properties. It should just be the same every time. Huh. I guess it's technically extremely minor because it's only when we go to the BRB screen. Yeah, it's odd. That is odd. Something that may help is preload to RAM. I wonder if it... trying to figure this out while I'm still have some time. Properties. Not honestly that large. It'd just be that because it's not loaded in. It's not liking it. Yeah, it's because it's not loaded in. Alright. We have plenty of RAM space, even with... even if we're editing, like, this only uses 2 gigs. Like, Chrome is also using 2 gigs. And if I close Chrome, that just frees up 2 gigs. And, like, when we're not doing shit. Alright. Docs. I'm also going to go to the end screen. Docs. Scene transition, I don't need that. Alright. Did I save this? I think I did. Save again. Alright, close that. Boy's still alive? Yeah, our boy is still alive. Alright, you know where you're going. Alright. Alright, have fun. Granted, it's just me here, so... And the other person watching would already be in that chat, so... Woo.